What is good, YouTube? It's your boy the Gamer back with day 2 of some fire content. Now, I'm raised from the train of thought that you gotta be careful when you're saying too much good stuff because they will interpret it as you're bragging. I told you about my offense yesterday, right? Told you about my offense yesterday. I'm gonna tell you about my defense, but I'm on the cool. It feel like I'm bragging on my defense. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It feels like I am bragging on my defense. My top 3 cards, as you see it: John Lynch, strong safety, starting strong safety. DeMarcus Ware, starting right outside linebacker. Von Miller, starting left outside linebacker. I would gamble and say that my second string can compete with a lot of people's first team in terms of my second level, in terms of my second level of defense. Let me show you what I mean. Let's take a look at this defense. Let's take a look at this defense. Yesterday I showed you the offense, showing you the defense today. All right, with that being said, we got that man number 48, I believe. 48 or 45 on the top 100 player poll. Justin Simmons is our starting free safety. DeMarcus Ware is our starting right outside linebacker. Did something a little bit different. I have Mr. Bradley Chubb starting at middle linebacker. I needed to get him on the field with all of that talent. He needed to be on the field. Alexander Johnson is our second string linebacker, and that may not be for long because I'm strongly considering putting Shaquille Barrett as my second linebacker because he's not even on the field because Von Miller is our starting left outside linebacker. I'm also considering putting Shelby Harris and Draymond Jones down and putting Bradley Chubb and Shaquille Barrett there. I have some great edge rushers, and it's just too much talent to just leave without touching the field. So I have to figure something out here. Anyway, um, John Lynch is my starting strong safety with a 90 overall. With a 90 overall. Let's take a look at what that 90 overall looks like. Now, I know a lot of us have John Lynch, so some of y'all like it's nothing special, but John Lynch is already 88 speed right now. John Lynch is already 88 speed right now, and he's crazy good when it comes to making stops. Crazy good when it comes to making stops. 90 acceleration. This is probably the best card in the game right now, to be honest with you. Probably the best defensive card in the game, to be honest. Um, he's nasty out here. When I tell you he comes up and makes fumbles happen all the time like it's nothing, I love it. I love it. And he does it easily. He does it easily. Now, some of y'all like, man, that ain't nothing special. You talking about your second string is probably just as good as a lot of people first. This is really what I'm talking about. When I finish upgrading Chris Harris, I have to buy the other part of his. I have to buy the other part of his power up system. But as of right now, I have 5 cornerbacks that are at least 81 overall, and they will all 5 of them will be 82 overall when I get the Chris Harris card put into his power up system. We have Bryce Callahan, AJ Bouye, Kyle Fuller, Bradley Roby, and Chris Harris Jr. Now, all 5 of those players, are going to be dominant all year because 4 of them have power-ups. I'm not sure if Callahan has a power-up. I'm going to check and see. I'm not sure if Callahan has a power-up, but we are loaded in terms of cornerbacks right now. One of the things that I'm extremely happy that EA Sports went ahead and did with Madden this year, last year we had to wait until Michael Dean Perry came out, and it really wasn't a good look in terms of our defensive front. We had to use J.J. Watt as a defensive tackle a lot of the times because we just didn't have anybody that was about anything on the inside, on the interior. Now we have Shamar Stephen to start the game with an 84 overall. Huge difference. He's a run stopper, big boy. Gonna make a lot of things happen. Now, let's look at some of these stats on some of these guys. Look at some of these stats. Mr. Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons is an 87 speed, 88 overall card, 88 acceleration, 78 tackle, 86 play rec, 87 pursuit, 80 man coverage, 85 zone coverage, 76 hit power. People, this card is nice. He's already able to read various coverages. He's getting interceptions on his own. And what I do with my defense, Kareem Jackson is my user. Just like on Madden 21, Kareem Jackson is my user. And when Kareem Jackson plays user, 85 speed already. 85 speed already. With 87 acceleration, 73 tackle, 80 play rec, 83 pursuit, 78 man coverage, 80 zone coverage, 80 hit power. This card is filthy, people. Like, usering is not the same as it was on Madden 21. For those of you who haven't purchased the game yet, it's a little bit different. You will be blocked on this game. There's no, okay, I'm going to use a safety right here. No, if you use a safety instead of a linebacker, you will be blocked easily. Like, you can't, the shed option doesn't even pop up for a lot if you're using a safety. So that's a big difference. Also, another difference on this game, for those of you who haven't purchased it and played it yet, is your linebackers can jump. Everybody can jump on Madden 22. It's a little bit different because on Madden 21, it was advantageous to put a safety there. Now you kind of need a linebacker there. However, with a lot of the teams coming out and just throwing the ball, I can use strategies that I used on Madden 21, which allow me to use Kareem Jackson to be all over the field, and I'm good. I'm good with that. I haven't actually gotten into what defenses work and which ones shut down everything, but I'm getting there. And when I figure it out, of course you'll know about it as well. Let's take a look at DeMarcus Ware, who was my highest rated card. He has a 91 overall. Card is filthy. Now, DeMarcus Ware, people, DeMarcus Ware is an 89 speed. Fastest player on my team by far. 89 speed. He's faster than every other player on my team. My defensive, well, he's not defensive end. He's a right outside linebacker. And just in case you thought, well, I'm just gonna run to the other side. I ain't gonna fool with him. It doesn't get much better. Von Miller, 85 speed. And so I'm going to put edge threat on both of them so I can cause some problems. So I'm going to definitely have to get my coin game up and my training up so I can do a little bit better and wreak some havoc on some opposing teams. But Bradley Chubb is the inside linebacker. He has 82 speed. Shaquille Barrett has 81 speed. People, we're pretty loaded. We are pretty loaded. Just in case somebody think that it's gonna be sweet and they gonna just run up the middle, that ain't happening either. Let me show you why it's not happening. My man Shamar Stephen is in the middle. And you're not gonna do all that against him. This man is 6'5". I think it was 310. His weight was. Strength 87. Block shed 82. Tackling 83. Acceleration 82. People, it's a solid card. Power mover 75. So you all already know. My move that I'm going to do, I'm simply going to put inside stuff on. You will not be running up the middle on Mr. Shamar Stephen. That ain't happening. So we have a pretty nice defense, y'all. We have an 81 overall team. Of course, you know that I'm gonna get my MUT level up. I'm gonna grind and get my MUT level up. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, those of you who are concerned, I have 55 out of 50 Broncos right now. 55 out of 50 Broncos. We look really good. I'm going to do the best I can to strengthen my defensive side of the ball. But as of right now, I feel like I can put them out there with anybody. I'm definitely going to check on Mr. Bryce Callahan and make sure that Mr. Bryce Callahan doesn't have a power up, and if he does have a power up, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to increase his stats if I can. I didn't see a power up for Bryce Callahan, but I'm going to check. I'm going to check. Right now, I have man-to-man on defense, so that is what increased John Lynch, Justin Simmons, as well as Kareem Jackson, and it may have even increased on my corners. But hey, Broncos have a solid defense. What else is new? Hey, y'all already knew that. Y'all already knew that. With no further ado, continue to be blessed. Continue to allow God to use you. With that being said, I love each and every one of you, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Hey, y'all check out tomorrow's content. Tomorrow's content, I will be showing you all how to take a part in the fantasy football leagues that I'm going to be hosting on the channel. Yes, you heard it correctly. I am going to be having at least one fantasy football league, maybe several fantasy football leagues from the channel. And what I'll be doing on that fantasy football league, well, with those fantasy football leagues is I'm going to be showing you all exactly how we get down. Like, we gonna be playing for real. I'm going to be making content specifically from that. I'm going to be showing people who's winning, who's losing, who's horrible, who's not. We're just going to have fun as a community with it. We're just going to have fun as a community with it. And if you are interested in doing that, be sure to check out tomorrow's video so I can show you how to get involved in that. No further ado, be blessed. Peace.